The cold was older than memory. It lived in the land, in the stones, in the wind that moved across the open plains like a living thing. Long before cities, before borders, before the idea of history itself, the world was shaped by ice and silence. Glaciers ruled the north like frozen gods, and the earth groaned beneath their slow, unstoppable weight. In this world, a young man woke before the sun. His name was Aaron. He did not know the word Ice Age. He did not know he lived in a time that future humans would measure in tens of thousands of years. To him, this was simply life. The cold mornings, the long winters, the brief summers that felt like gifts from the sky. Aaron opened his eyes inside a shelter made from mammoth bone and stitched animal hides. The fire in the center had burned low, glowing softly like an eye half closed in sleep. Around him, others lay wrapped in fur, his people, his family, his world. Outside, the wind howled. Aaron sat up slowly, careful not to wake the others. His breath came out white in the dim light. He pulled a fur cloak around his shoulders and reached for his spear, its stone tip sharpened by his own hands. Today was a hunting day. The world he was born into. Aaron had been born during a winter so long that elders still spoke of it in hushed voices. Snow had buried the land, animals had vanished, and hunger had pressed its teeth against the tribe's bones. His mother used to say he cried loudly that night, loud enough to challenge the storm itself. She had died when Aaron was still a child. The Ice Age did not allow weakness, nor did it offer mercy. By the time Aaron reached manhood, he had learned the language of survival. He knew how to read the snow for tracks, how to listen to the wind for warnings, how to look at the sky and know whether death or food was coming. The land stretched endlessly, frozen rivers, open tundra, scattered forests where ancient trees stood twisted and dark. Herds of reindeer moved like shadows across the plains. Woolly mammoths walked slowly in the distance, their massive shapes rising through the fog like mountains that breathed. Predators watched from afar. So did spirits. At least that is what the elders believed. Aaron believed too, though quietly. The mark of manhood. Aaron had earned his place among the hunters 2 summers ago. The test had been simple and brutal. Follow the reindeer alone, return with meat, or not return at all. He still remembered that night, the silence of the snow, the way fear sat in his chest like a stone. He remembered missing his first throw, the spear skimming past the animal's flank. He remembered chasing it until his legs burned and his lungs screamed. And he remembered the final moment when the spear struck true. When he returned, blood frozen dark on his hands, the elders did not smile. They simply nodded. Life continued. That was how things were. A quiet longing. Yet Aaron carried something inside him that he could not name. At night, when the others slept, he would sit by the fire and stare into the flames. He imagined places beyond the horizon, beyond the frozen plains. He wondered if the world ever ended, or if it went on forever. Sometimes he dreamed of warmth, not just the warmth of fire, but something deeper, a place where the wind did not bite, where the sun lingered in the sky. He had never said these thoughts aloud. Dreamers did not survive long. The day everything changed. The hunt began at dawn. Aaron moved with 5 others across the frozen land, their shapes low against the wind. They followed the tracks of a small mammoth herd, careful to stay downwind. The snow creaked beneath their feet, each sound loud in the vast silence. They had hunted mammoths before. It was always dangerous. As they approached, the ground trembled faintly beneath the animals' weight. Steam rose from their backs. Calves stayed close to their mothers, protected by walls of tusk and muscle. The plan was simple: drive one toward the ravine. But plans were fragile things. A sudden crack echoed across the plain. The ice beneath one hunter gave way, sending him stumbling. The mammoth sensed danger instantly. The herd shifted, trumpeting loudly. Chaos followed. Aaron ran, heart hammering, spear gripped tight. He saw an opening, a younger mammoth separating from the herd. He threw his spear with all his strength. The strike landed, but not deep enough. The mammoth screamed. It turned. Aaron had no time to run. Between life and death, the world slowed. Aaron saw the animal's eye, dark and wide. He saw the curve of its tusk as it swung towards him. He felt the ground shake as it charged. He thought of nothing. The impact came like thunder. Pain exploded through his body as he was thrown into the snow. The sky spun. Breath left him in a sharp, choking gasp. He tasted blood. The mammoth fell moments later, brought down by the others, but Aaron did not see it. Darkness crept in from the edges of his vision. He thought briefly of his mother's voice, then nothing. The long night. Aaron did not die. He woke beneath stars so bright they hurt his eyes. Firelight flickered nearby. Pain wrapped around him like iron. His ribs burned with every breath. An elder knelt beside him, pressing warm hands to his chest. "You walk close to the spirits," the old man said quietly. Aaron tried to speak, but only a weak sound came out. They carried him back to the camp on a sled made from branches and hide. The journey took hours. The cold gnawed at him, but the pain kept him awake. For days, Aaron drifted between worlds. He dreamed of ice cracking open, of fire growing wings. He dreamed of walking across green land under a warm sun. He dreamed of voices calling his name from far away. When he finally woke fully, his body felt broken, but he was alive. A changed man. Recovery was slow. Aaron could not hunt, could not run, could barely walk. The tribe moved around him, life continuing without pause. Meat was dried, tools were made, children laughed. He watched. For the first time, Aaron had time to think. He noticed things he had never noticed before. The way the elders' hands trembled, the tiredness in the hunter's eyes, the quiet strength of those who kept the fire alive. He realized how fragile they all were. One storm, one failed hunt, one mistake, gone. The elder's story. One evening, a snow fell softly outside the shelter. The eldest man sat beside Aaron. "You lived," the elder said. "That means something." Aaron listened. The elder spoke of old journeys, of ancestors who had followed the ice south and north as the world changed. He spoke of lands swallowed by cold, of others revealed by retreating glaciers. "The world is not fixed," the elder said. "It moves, it breathes. Those who survive are those who move with it." Aaron felt something stir inside him. The choice. When Aaron could finally walk again, the tribe prepared to move. The winter had been harsh, game was scarce. The elders decided to follow the melting ice southward, where rivers ran free and animals gathered. But Aaron hesitated. He felt pulled in two directions, towards his people and towards something unknown. On the morning of departure, he stood at the edge of the camp. His spear rested in his hand. The wind brushed his face. He thought of the mammoth's charge, of the warmth in his dreams, of the elder's words. Aaron stepped forward. A young man walking forward. The tribe moved across the land, leaving nothing behind but footprints soon erased by snow. Aaron walked among them, not as the boy who once feared the cold, nor as the hunter who chased death, but as something new, a survivor, a witness, a young man from the Ice Age carrying fire through a frozen world. He did not know that thousands of years later, humans would find his bones, his tools, his traces in the earth. He only knew this: the world was vast, the cold was strong, life was fragile, and still he walked on.